card games on motorcycles. One of the best inventions that has ever been made. It's the brainchild of Seto Kaiba and Albert Einstein, some of the greatest minds of all time. I mean, come on now, you got the holographic... Wait, what do you mean they aren't real? It's all... Son of a... TCG. Trading card games. We all know them, we all love them. Recently made popular by, Logan Paul with Pokemon and so on and so forth, destroying our card market as we slowly cry as everything starts to increase in price as we just try to play a card game. But I'm here to tell you about my experience in the TCG community. And my experience may vary from a lot of people, but I feel like I've been lucky with the community that's been given to me, the people I met, the people I've gotten to know, and people have become my friends because of trading card games. For some, they might say trading card games are for kids. Well, yeah, trading card games are for kids, but they're also for teens and adults. It's an all-age thing. It's not just for kids. Yeah, like Pokemon's mostly focused for kids, and same for Yu-Gi-Oh! But then there's games that I play, like Cardfight Vanguard. Yeah, it's focused for kids, but mostly teenagers and adults play. Same for White Schwartz. Mostly adults and teenagers play. But I'm getting ahead of myself. Let's start back at the very beginning. I was about the age of, I'd say 17, but I'm still in high school. I think I was a senior in high school, if I remember correctly. I was sitting in my buddy's house. We were sitting there just chilling, and I was watching this anime that I just discovered on YouTube called Cardfight Vanguard. I thought this was the greatest thing since sliced bread. It was so good. I enjoyed the story. I loved the thing, the graphics and everything that they were bringing to the table with it. I loved everything about it. Oracle Think Tank, by the way. That was my first one, but we'll get there. So I was sitting there watching, enjoying things. Then I started scrolling through Facebook, and then I see my buddy, Homura, who's a mod on my Twitch thing, and you guys, keep up with it. You see him. See him talk about Cardfight. I message him. I'm like, hey, so this is a real thing? He's like, yeah, this is a real thing. You want to come to see it live? I'm like, yeah, let me come and see this in person. So this is where I met my local card shop that I go to and I love and I really adore and I care for these people. My first interaction is a shop tournament, like for championship. I think there was money involved or something. I forget. I know a prestige title was involved. Everyone that I went with were like in the top seats. I got first, second, third, fifth. They were pretty good. They knew what they were doing. Then they all got wiped by some guy who just randomly joined at the last second because they were short and they needed to fill a seat. So that was an awkward night, but it was a great experience overall because I got to see these people play this card game I was looking into and I was really interested in. I got to see firsthand accounts of struggle, joy, luck, and sacking. All the things that card fight's about. So from there, I went and got me a OTT trial deck. I think it was around set 6 is when I started. Set 5 just came out and going into set 6. So I was still figuring things out, going from there. I went through a lot of things. I was, very bad in the beginning of it. Then I got better and better and slowly got better. I'm not saying I'm way better than I was, back then, but I'm not the best out there. I enjoy what I do. Then once, set 8 came out, Zeal became a thing. Zeal became my Vanguard, my avatar, everything I loved and came to enjoy. So what I'm getting at is through all this stuff in card fight, I developed friendships. I was on a team per se. I did tournaments. I got to meet people I would never meet outside of this. I got to meet military vets. I got to meet engineering, students. I got to meet different pinnacles of the community coming to play Cardfight Vanguard. Now this developed as, my shop started moving over and they moved to a new spot. And one of my buddies started working for the shop. He ended up getting a game called Y Schwartz. Y Schwartz is, German for white and black, but it's basically an anime card game. If there's an anime that doesn't have a card game, they end up in Y Schwartz, and you get to play the series and fight other people. My love for anime was there. I was a little weeb. I'm not gonna lie. I've calmed down a lot. I don't, go shouting from the top of the hills, yes, I love anime, this, that, and the third. I mean, I do YouTube stuff that, you're on this channel watching. Yeah, I do that. But I'm not like going around, hey, you want to watch anime? Hey, you want to do this, that, the third? Not that. I don't, if people are interested, I'll talk about it. I don't try to force it. Yes, I go to cons, this, that, and the third, but... So I started playing this card game, Why Shorts. This opened up a whole field for me. I was with Love Live. That was my main set, still is. I still tend to play my Love Live deck. I have a Sunshine mixed in, the kind of the meta deck. But because of this game, I met more people. More people started coming over from different TCGs, Magic, Yu-Gi-Oh, all this stuff. That's how I met Kool-Aid from Base Damage. We even started Base Damage. We started a podcast about Why Shorts and other trading card games. Like the TCG world opened up my mind and allowed me to go and meet other people. I went to a regionals and placed 20th out of 100 plus with a waifu deck, mind you. That's still one of my greatest achievements. Well, I beat people using meta decks. I love the fact that Weiss is really like RNG. Yeah, you can make a meta deck. You can spend hundreds of dollars on it. But it was to the point where you could take a trial deck and go and win at regionals. Like, I feel that's a very balanced thing and something very, cool. It's changed since then, but there's still the aspect of you can lose at any time. Yeah, you can have a great, deck, but if your opponent lucks out and sacks you and you just don't hit your heel triggers, oh well. And I love that balance aspect of it, to me personally. And yes, not every trading card community is, good. We've had people that come and annoy us. For example, Card Fight. Obviously, I'm not going to say names, but I've had a guy that come in, he start fight with some people, he go around and ask for people's commons, hey, can I get some of your commons? You're going to use those cards? Do you want those cards? Stuff like that, and, harass some of the people, turn people off. Well, he's gone now, and I can, take this time and rebuild the community. Me and my friends rebuilt the community, making it stronger. But the sad thing is, as life goes on, people fade. People come and go. I'm still friends with these people, and I still talk with them. They still play the game. It's just life takes us different places. For me, I talk about it all the time. I started a job in law enforcement. It took up a lot of my time. I still played. I didn't go as much. But now life has turned a different leaf, and now I can go more. Well, the community's faded, and there's not as many people there now. So right now, I'm trying to take my love of Card Fight, my love of Why Schwartz, and rebuild this community. There are other people out there, not just me. There's people like Lunchbox, who was inspired by Base Damage, what he says, who's now out there doing stuff, getting people into the game, doing commentary, doing cutting-edge videos that I love and has re-inspired me to go out and do stuff. I'm buying trial decks. For my Christmas giveaway, I bought 2 Weiss trial decks and I'm giving them away. Someone won them. They're going to come with instructions in the notebook and how to play. They got questions, they can come to me, and we can play it on Tabletop Simulator. There's many different ways we can get people to come and play Card Fight and Weiss. My thing either is, I am lucky to have my trading card community. I am lucky to have my local store. My local store does a great job in teaching people, keeping people there, showing them it's a loving community. If you don't know how to play, come on in. I'm on call. If someone wants to play Weiss, I get called and I'll show up and teach them. If the person, the people that know how to play aren't there, they'll call me up. I'll come over and teach people. I've done that plenty of times. Because of that love of community, there has been built a trust, with the players. And I'm trying to make that trust spread more, get more people into it. The point is, I've been lucky with this experience and I've loved every single minute of it. I wouldn't give up any of my experiences at all. So for those who are wondering, if just a little down low on my card playing history, I started with Card Fight. Of course, when I was a kid, I played Yu-Gi-Oh! I did all that stuff. I played Pokemon, but my main things are Weiss and Card Fight. Weiss, my main decks are Love Live Sunshine. Second year, I have the Yo Chica combo with Rika. If you know, you know. I have some Bo Fury I mess with. I have regular Love Live. I have my Nico deck that has never been disassembled since, going and placing 20th in regionals. For Card Fight, I have vintage sets. I have Coral fully built. I have Zeal fully built, which will never be good again, but I have it fully built. I have Jewel Knights kind of built. I have the reverse set built. For current set, I'm running, Lyrical Melody, Lyrica, whatever that nation clan thing is. I'm running the black-white combos in there, which I really enjoy. I love the luck aspect. Keeps me on my toes, makes me laugh, makes people cry, but it comes in clutch sometimes, I'm not gonna lie. I played Force of Will, I played Magic. I have a couple Magic decks lying around, but most of my love goes into card fight. So if you guys have any questions about this stuff, just let me know. I just made this to give my experience on the community. My local card shop, Blue Ox Games, is where I'm always at, where my money goes to, where my love's always at. I've been to other card shops, but I never had a good and warm welcome as I have with Blue Ox. I came in as a new person. I stayed as a lifetime friend and customer. I can't say about many shops that you feel like that. I felt like that a couple times in Florida, but my locals are here and they make me feel that every time. And that's kind of hard to find. So if you got any questions, just let me know in the comments. Tell me your thoughts. I would love to hear your stories if you're part of a trading card community. I would love to hear about it. So until next time, folks, I'll see you all later.